Hello, everybody. Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Join today for the Fitchburg Senior Center. It's my friend Mandy Miller. Mandy, welcome back. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm so good. Much better than the last time that we spoke.
I bet a little bit less chaotic, but definitely it's been an interesting story because of the generosity from all our local businesses, which we got to talk about a little bit last time. But even more businesses stepping up and helping out during the last couple of weeks. And what we're here to talk about today is the meals update. So you've had great success stories. We've got something in place now. So we wanted to give an update on kind of where are things at today as far as the meals program at the Fitchburg Senior Center.
Yeah, so let me tell you, Jeremy, we are so happy to have our old caterer back. Consolidated Foods in Verona is back catering for us, at least temporarily, maybe for the rest of the year. I just don't know. Um, anyway, it's been lovely to have everything that's on the menu show up and show up on time. So we're just delighted to have um, some normalcy back at the senior center with the nutrition program.
In the nutrition program, as it were, for people who aren't familiar with it, what does it all entail? Taking outside of whoever is the caterer for this operation, but what is the program?
So the nutrition program is feeding and keeping older adults food secure. So it's also a tool to keep people engaged. We have folks that come here for meals. We have folks that get meals delivered to their home. And so about every day we're putting out roughly 70 meals. Some of them meal drivers are taking out, others are folks coming in. Like tomorrow we have 38 people coming here for lunch. Uh, so it's a time to socialize. It's a time to get a good, nutritious, hot meal. And yeah, so it's a great program and it's used by a lot of older adults in Fitchburg.
All right, now let's take a look back because some people are like, darn it, we love consolidated foods, but we had some pretty good meals in between contracts, if you will. So take us back a little bit and tell us about some of the meals that had come through and the organizations who provided the food. We'll look at the donations a little bit later.
Yeah, so we had Benvenuto's doing spaghetti and meatballs one week, then they did lasagna the next 2 weeks, and people just loved the food from Benvenuto's. They also loved the food from Oasis. The Oasis brought soup and sandwich, uh, lovely, lovely, beautiful sandwiches from Oasis. And if you haven't been there, such a charming restaurant. It really is. Plants all over. It's sunny and bright in there. So head on over to Oasis. So happy that they agreed to partner with us. Then we had the Great Dane. Great Dane made chicken and rice and broccoli for us, which was delightful. People, just a good standard meal, and they did a great job with it. And we had Thirsty Goat that made wild rice chicken soup, and they sent cornbread. And if you haven't had Thirsty Goat's cornbread, you need to try it because it's off the chain. It's so good. Um, yeah, and then we had Quick Trip. We have a new Quick Trip down the street, and Quick Trip let us buy a bunch of heat and serve meals from them. So just a wide variety. We had meatloaf and mashed potatoes. We had chicken lo mein. We had mac and cheese, barbecue mac and cheese, chicken mac and cheese, all of the macs and cheeses that you could ever imagine. um, yeah, so people were pretty happy with the meals that we had for close to 3 weeks. And big thank you to all of those restaurants that really stepped up. All the managers of those restaurants were just wonderful to work with, and we're like, if you whatever you need, we've got you. So I'm just so thankful for all of the great work that they did to help us keep seniors fed during that interim time after we lost our caterer.
I gotta say, I love delivering that special food because it smelled delicious. Not that the other food didn't or the future food doesn't, but there's just something about some of those specific meals that, whew, you
Let
just,
me tell you, Jeremy, on Fridays we had Benvenuto. So what I was doing was going to Benvenuto's the day before and picking up the food, and then I was coming in pretty early on Friday mornings to start heating the food up. So they would prep it and have it all ready, but then I had to heat it up here. And oh my gosh, it just smelled like Benvenuto's in here. It was just like so garlicky and delightful. Oh, people walked in and were like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Smelled great. Yeah, so I know what you're talking about.
yeah, all the restaurants and all everybody who's helped out during this time, you are incredible, and you should stop and visit at some of these places because they are phenomenal for a lot of reasons, even before and now even more helping out here. And not only did those fine restaurants you talk about stepped up, but all of a sudden, Mandy, there were a few
Yeah,
other donations coming in.
there were other donations coming in. So Oak Bank actually were really the ones that got our story out even further to some of their clients, and they themselves were like, "We want to help. How can we help?" And so I gave Oak Bank, Linda Zimders at Oak Bank, I gave her a list of shelf stable food. So what does that mean? That means food that um, can help in a pinch, food that we can use for emergency meals. Shelf stable means it's like a canned good, or it's canned fruit or something like that. Um, so I gave Linda a list, and she spread that out widely, and be, uh, Oak Bank went shopping for us, and they brought back just about everything on the list and then some. So we got a lot of great emergency meals uh, from them, like soups and protein bars and protein shakes and things like that, oatmeal, easy things that are easy to just open up and put in the microwave and make. And actually, this week, we ended up between me, a few staff members, and a few volunteers, we ended up sending out at least 100, well, probably more than 100 emergency meals, and which was really good because we had 2 days that we had to cancel this past week. So due to the weather. So just amazing, amazing support from Oak Bank. And then Oak Bank's calling me again, or Linda from Oak Bank is saying, "Hey, um, Pet Supplies Plus wants to give you some money and wants to buy some stuff for you guys. And Capital Petroleum wants to reach out, and they have stuff they want to give you. And Odessus, the IT specialists in Fitchburg, they want to send some money your way or some food your way." So wow, let me tell you, it was really overwhelming in the most delightful of ways. So I gave them more lists of other things that some of our seniors could use. Um, so they just keep dropping stuff off, and it's just been amazing. And I was so grateful to be able to send out those home delivered emergency meals to all of our clients. We didn't deliver for 2 days in a row, but I felt good because I knew that they had a bag full of food that they could use to substitute us coming. So it felt really good, and it was just really, it's been really lovely to have so many businesses care. So many businesses care about the older adults in Fitchburg, and to care about us at the senior center. Um, we don't get a lot of attention down here. We do a lot of great things, but we don't get a lot of attention. So it just felt really good to be thought of.
Yeah, I would think the phrase "one door closes, another opens." It really something else, especially when we look at a week like, in fact, the last 3 weeks we've had closures, you know, and what a way for donations to be used in a time of need, on top of a time of need
Right.
a real world situation with the weather. So, yeah, incredible. Thank you to everybody who's donated, helped out, and more, Mandy. It's been an incredible story. Real quick here, if people do want to learn more about the Meals on Wheels, wants to get in on the meals, how can they get that information? How do they get signed up?
All you have to do is call the main line 270-4290. You can talk to Susie. Susie will hook you up with some information. Um, if it's somebody that needs home delivered meals, you have to go through a screening process. We have to make sure that you are indeed, that you do qualify to get home delivered meals. If you want to know more about donating to the program, Susie could put you through to me. We do have Buy a Senior a Meal campaign that is sort of always going on in the background for the last several years. You can make checks or bring cash, and all that money goes back into Dane County, where we have a contract with our caterer. So it's a great program. Um, if you're looking to donate food for emergency meals. I'm trying to get away from that a little bit right now because I have a full space that I'm slowly moving things out, but it's just I'm not doing it fast enough. Um, so yeah, just call the main line and talk to us, or you can call me directly at 270-4293, and I would be happy to direct you.
All right, Mandy, thank you so much for the time. And again, thank you to everybody out there who's helped out. Mandy, always a pleasure. You can check Mandy out over on what's happening at the Fitchburg Senior Center. Her and Amy, once a week, get you up to date on what's going on, and they'll keep you up to date week to week on all the great things happening, including the meals program,
All the things. Yeah.
all the
Thank you,
things.
Jeremy, and thank you to all the Fitchburg businesses. Thank you, thank you, thank